Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Wrath of the Righteous, with me, Ragadan. Let's check in with the Anio before we continue taking the Citadel. Don't worry about me. I'll catch my breath, and find something to protect myself. May we tried to give your sword back to you.
I found... something. Call me again if you need to. Lead on.
All right.
Don't hold back. The Inheritor, guide my blade.
I was right about the fire spells, at least.
Strike!
Mind over muscle.
What's that there?
I'm gone.
The Sword of Valor.
We will win this war. This was simple enough. This was simple enough.
Headband of Mental Flow +2. This headband grants its wearer +2 enhancement bonuses to intelligence and charisma ability scores. The bonuses of the same type usually don't stack. It's not a really good pairing.
We do it my way.
Really what you want is intelligence or charisma paired with wisdom, because wisdom is universally useful.
Call me again if you need to.
But charisma and intelligence are only circumstantially useful. You could argue intelligence is universally useful as well for skill checks, but I don't put that much stock into skills.
Yet another obstacle.
Because they're usually covered by at least one companion.
You won't survive me.
This was simple enough. I found something. This was simple enough.
Follow if you dare.
The remains of the unknown warrior exude a holy aura. His death at the hands of the demons was a martyr's death. He drops the Bastard Sword of Hope. Whenever the wielder of this +2 mithril Bastard Sword confirms a critical hit with it, it restores 1d8 +5 hit points to the wielder. It can be wielded only by lawful good, lawful neutral, or neutral good characters.
The world has suffered enough.
It went splendidly.
The pain and fear of the people who died here are powering an evil magic, which fills the Citadel with whispers of madness. So these stones here are what applying... Oh, where's it at? The Whispers of Madness debuff. If you fail these skill checks, it'll spawn ghosts. I'm hoping we don't fail the skill checks. A fervent whispering is concentrated around this stone. A multitude of voices whisper spells of dispel and banishment magic, pronouncing them erratically, halting, then trying again. A crude inscription is carved on the stone. Repeat after us. Fervent whispering is concentrated around this stone. A multitude of voices speak several ancient languages at once. A crude inscription is carved on the stone. Talk to us, it reads. Fervent whispering is concentrated around this stone. A multitude of voices whisper prayers to several gods at once, both the perished and the living. A crude inscription is carved in the stone. Pray with us, it reads. Alright, pray with the souls to calm them down. It takes a lower religion 30 DC.
I will lend you my aid. I'm rather proud of this one.
That's one down. 21 DC, Knowledge World. Nenio's... That's a guaranteed success, so we'll just take care of that. This is talk to the souls to calm them down.
A success worthy of praise.
And a 25 DC Knowledge Arcana check. Repeat the spells after the souls to calm them down. So with guidance, she only has to roll a
My will
1.
is resolute.
Huh? Oh, yes, what?
Alright, the debuff is gone.
I'm off.
Yeah, so there's a vampire over here, and a bunch of undead are behind the hidden walls right here.
I'm always ready.
Meditate on your
goddess
mistakes.
protects
Might
us.
make you feel better.
This!
Can't hide from me.
That's a little inconvenient.
I do what I must.
Are we in trouble yet?
It's time to act!
Rely on me.
I'm gone.
I'm gonna inch forward a little bit.
I'm always open to ideas.
Together we stand.
We should move.
Search for the beauty with your heart,
I'm all
not
ears.
your eyes.
Are we ready to move out? Let's prove the logic is lacking.
Did you see that?
So this is who is making all that noise. I'm gonna hush you now. Yeah, sure thing, buddy.
Begone, fiend!
You should have run!
You are beyond redemption!
There we go. Not too bad if you're prepared for it, but if you're not, they'd be a pretty nasty fight.
We do it my way.
There are old ragged books in rare languages on the shelf. Some of them are bound in leather, but it doesn't look like calfskin. The wall in this place looks fragile. There's a ghastly stench coming through the tiny cracks. Alright, 28 athletics.
The world has suffered enough.
Pretty close to that.
Uh-huh.
Oh, not everybody. Or I just
I will help where I can.
selected Sela there.
Call me again if you need to. This was simple enough.
Alright, we got eluding target. This +2 buckler grants its wielder a +2 dodge bonus to armor class against attacks with two-handed weapons. It's a little specific, but it's not bad. Alright, kill vampire.
There's something here.
And get tender touch. While you're wielding this +2 necrotic rapier, whenever you cast a vampiric touch spell, it deals 1d8 damage instead of 1d6. So we have two pieces of equipment for Camellia, though the current rapier she has equipped is better than this one because she doesn't cast vampiric touch. I think it's Mind Piercer she has equipped, which is also a +2 rapier.
Dare.
One you get from Leper's Smile. The cave's beneath it.
The light.
If we
Take
find
you.
trouble, no, they fall. The performance is lacking. You are lacking.
Into the fray.
I will bring down the divine wrath.
You should have listened to reason.
Is this a mock fight? Make every strike count.
Without
I call upon you.
Mind over muscle.
Begone, fiend.
I'm done with you.
I'm off.
Alright, let's grab the sword. It's Solemn Hour, this is Airbeth's sword. So my first playthrough, I failed a request because this sword could not be picked up. You could see it laying on the ground, but it didn't highlight, and it wasn't lootable. The Sword of Light Steel has no adornments except for a small symbol of Iomedae on its hilt, surrounded by the words, "Spare us from evil in this solemn hour." So I'm not sure we can continue her quest.
This was simple enough.
We have the sword, which is the most important part, but pretty sure you have to do the whole thing. We got Rabid Underdog. This +2 heavy pick allows its wielder to automatically confirm critical hits against large and bigger creatures.
I do what I must.
We found Joran Vhane. Compared to the deplorable state the city is in, this room is remarkably clean and orderly. Its simple furnishings look solid and made to last. A man you met at Canobras is standing by the anvil, Blacksmith Joran Vhane. On seeing you, he raises his bushy gray brows in surprise. So this is who's been making all the noise around here. Well, come on in. Have a seat. What are you doing here? What I do everywhere. I forge metal. Everyone can fight, right? Breaking, destroying, anyone you ask, they're ready to do it. Creating things, on the other hand, that takes a little extra knack. You're a true artist, Joran. Remember coming into your forge one day to buy a new knife. I spent a whole hour there, just watching you work. Watching how you beat your hammer on the iron. Carefully, lovingly, like setting a brush to canvas. Thanks for the kind words. How's the knife? Working fine? Alas, it's back at Canobras, along with everything else. How did you get here? Well, you know, my brother is here. You know him, Staunton. Yes. I know there's a noose waiting for him in Canobras for treason. I told him not to get involved with that crazy woman, but when did he ever listen to me? The Horn Wench promised him heaps of gold and he believed her, so he came here with her. He's some sort of military leader here, but there's no one to lead except for all sorts of vermin. And to everyone he's a traitor worse than a Relu, but to me he's still my brother. I couldn't leave him, bad lot that he is. I followed him, tried to talk him out of it, but it didn't work. He wouldn't listen. Now I've taken up here, working like I do. I understand. Family's family. Yeah, Albert shakes his head somberly. Some of us have relatives scary enough to protect your vegetables better than any scarecrow. But there's nothing you can do about it. They're still your blood. Is Staunton here? Where else could he be? Not in Canabras, that's for sure. The dwarf gives you a reproachful look. Of course, he's done things in the past, but the Crusaders just never cut him any slack. He tried for a decade to atone for what he did, then 2 decades, then 3. Half a century, and they still treated him like dirt. So my brother lashed out. He did a bad thing, sure, but who wouldn't in his place? He's not made of stone or copper, even if he is a dwarf. That crazy Alice hag with horns, she got into his head. Demons are like that, you know. They can tempt. Among the Crusaders, my brother has the lowest of the low, was the lowest of the low. But here he commands power and respect. He doesn't think of the cost. Ha! Joran waves his hand, clearly vexed. Until today, Yenia was kept and tortured here. She was the hero of the First Crusades and your friend. How could Staunton stand by and let that happen? What? The dwarf seemed stunned. We thought Yeniel was dead. My brother mourned her death as much as the fall of Drezen. She couldn't be here. My brother would have known. He would have done something. Keep that dialogue in mind. Go and talk to Yeniel if you don't believe me. Joran looks at you heavily for a while. I have to choose whether I believe you or trust everything I know and love about my brother. I'll choose the latter. Staunton would allow Yeniel to be treated cruelly. That means you're either lying or mistaken. We're storming Drezen. We've nearly conquered the city. You're free. Am I? The blacksmith shakes his head and shows you his hands. See for yourself. I'm not wearing any shackles. What keeps me here is stronger than chains. It's called brotherly love, and you can't free me from it. Even Staunton himself couldn't break it, no matter how hard he tried. So it turns out that I'm stuck here. Where my silly brother goes, I go. I remember in Canabras you said you would reforge a scabbard for Radiance. I did, that's true. And that means I've done it. Staunton Vhane always delivers on his word. The blacksmith opens a chest that stands near the anvil. He carefully takes out a gilded scabbard. As soon as the sword is inside it, it begins to radiate warmth. The steel blade, darkened by time, becomes bright and shiny before your eyes. You see, the sword recognizes you. I don't like to brag, but this scabbard is even finer than the one I once made for Yenio. But a good sword needs a good scabbard, right? Use it well, and remember me in your prayers. Oh, unfortunately, helping my enemies makes you an enemy. Defend yourself. I know, but a brother is a brother. Now not let anyone kill him. You'll have to kill me first.
Yeah!
I kinda wish he was made into a companion. And his first quest would be to put down his brother to, stop him from furthering what he's become. Well, that's the easiest that fight's ever been. He's very tanky. Or he's usually very tanky. The air in the forge is heavy with the supernatural power coming from the anvil. The heat that pulses through the forge is not the heat of an ordinary fire. We got upgraded Radiance. So whenever Radiance gets upgraded, which happens a few times throughout the game, it will become unequipped, which is very unfortunate for a fight later in the game. There's a boss fight, and it gets upgraded to its final form right before the boss fight. So say if you have Sela equipped with a sword, she has to fight with her fists in that fight because you can't re-equip weapons while you're fighting, while in combat. So it's now a +2 Cold Iron Longsword. I think this upgraded as well. The brave paladin Yenio performed many spectacular feats with this sword, Radiance, back in the day. The people of Mendev still worship it as a relic.
I'm gone.
A simple straw bed made to last. Built with dwarven solidity. Alright. Let's rest up, rebuff, go deal with the secret boss. So there's two ways to fight the secret boss in Act 2. I'm thinking about cultists hiding among the townsfolk has put me on edge. I don't want to suspect every person I meet. I understand. Sometimes you just want to trust people without constantly second-guessing everyone. A life without trust is no life worthy of the name.
I'll take care of it.
A bright future
I will lend you my aid. Always be ready for the worst.
I'm always ready.
My will is resolute.
Anything new?
Damn!
Really?
It's just not my lucky day. Call me again if you need to. What's that there? No reason to pause.
So I really want to disarm this trap. Start this fight.
This was simple enough. Rely on me.
Meditate on your mistakes.
My skills are
Might make you feel
absolute.
better.
It's actually not that bad
Let
of a
me
fight.
help.
You are my favorite aid.
Oh, a couple negative levels too. Let's take care of that. Alright, so there's conjurers here. You can either take them all out as fast as you can. If you do that, you don't get the achievement for the secret boss fight. There's a named cultist on the backside here. If you let them finish their ritual, they'll summon a demon, and that's how you actually get the achievement.
This will be quick.
So I'm actually gonna hang back and let them finish summoning him. Mortals. It'll be fun. It will be tasty. Alright, let's get him, guys. Not a very tough fight. Chorusina. Yeah, Ring of Chaotic Fascination. The Lucky Dice, Agile Dagger +1. A magic circle covered with occult symbols. The runes have absorbed all the blood that was spilled in the circle. Alright, so a Ring of Chaotic Fascination. This is a Ring of Protection +2. Additionally, it increases the DC for all saving throws against spells from the enchantment school the wearer casts by 2. It also grants the wearer a +2 bonus on saving throws against spells of the enchantment school. That's really good for Ember, or anybody you build as an enchantment caster, but typically that's Ember. And the Lucky Dice. These dice randomly grant the owner a +1 luck bonus on an attack or damage roll or to armor class during an enemy's attack once per day. Effect lasts for the whole day. Pretty good.
We do it my way.
This was simple enough.
Can't hide from me.
Yeah, it smells like magic powders, unknown chemical compounds, and medicine. Yeah, as far as the secret boss fights go, this is the easiest one. In my opinion. A Laboratory Journal of Staunton Vhane 4712. Lamashin 12. Subjects 4 and 6 died in the night from massive organ damage. Samples have been taken for alchemical processing and to form the basis for a new experiment. A test subject for continuing the experiments has yet to be determined. Lamashin 15. A new shipment of raw materials arrived today. One of the test subjects, Subject 7, Elf Male, will be suitable for repeating the experiment for implanting the larvae. I have begun preparations. Lamashin 17. Began procedure for implantation into Subject 7. I used a revised ritual with new incantations. The subject was agitated. A double dose of sedative was required. The eggs have been inserted near the liver. Lamashin 19. Subject 7 is complaining of acute pain. A typical sign that the larvae are hatching. I ordered that no more sedatives be administered to the Subject 7. Otherwise, the results of observation may be compromised. I've also prohibited the use of restraints for the same reason. Keeping the hostile immobile the host immobile disrupts the life cycle of the insects. Lamashin 21. The servants found Subject 7 dead in his cell. The arteries in his wrists have been chewed through and he had bled out. It appeared that the subjects in the same chamber informed the Subject 7 about the deaths of Subjects 4 and 6. I have ordered that the subjects be kept in separate chambers separated by thick walls. I autopsied the body to extract samples for future use. And we learned a little something. This book grants a +1 competence bonus to DC on a spell with compulsion or mind effect descriptors. Despite the surrounding mess, the magical devices were kept clean and tidy.
Follow
Times
if you
2.
dare.
Alright. Another job well done.
Did we step on their toes as well? Are we in trouble yet?
I'm off.
Alright, I'm gonna call it here. Next time we'll continue through the Citadel and finish retaking Drezen. But for now, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.